Maya had always been seen as the steady one. She was dependable, organized, and never the type to take risks. To others, she seemed calm and composed, but inside, Maya was gripped by an invisible force, an unrelenting fear of failure. It dictated every decision she made and kept her trapped in a life of safety and smallness. The roots of Maya's fear ran deep. As a child, she was the star student, the one who always brought home the perfect grades and never colored outside the lines. But her achievements didn't come without a cost. Perfection is the only way to succeed. Her father would often remind her after a minor slip-up. Mistakes aren't an option. And so, Maya internalized the idea that failure was something to be avoided at all costs. By the time she reached her 30s, Maya's fear of failure had solidified into a constant companion. It whispered in her ear every time an opportunity came her way. When her boss offered her a chance to lead a major project, the voice told her, "What if you mess up? What if everyone sees you fail? Just say no." And so, she declined, settling into the background where it felt safe. Deep down, Maya wasn't happy. She had dreams, big dreams of starting her own business, traveling the world, and even learning to dance, something she had secretly loved since she was a little girl. But every time she thought of taking a step toward those dreams, her fear paralyzed her. What if she failed? What if people judged her? It was easier to do nothing. Then came the day that changed everything. At work, Maya was asked to give a presentation for a major client. It wasn't something she could delegate or avoid. Her boss told her, "I know you can do this, Maya. You're the best person for the job." But the words didn't comfort her. They only added pressure. That night, Maya barely slept. She rehearsed in her head, but the more she practiced, the worse her anxiety grew. On the morning of the presentation, she stood in front of the mirror in her bathroom. Her reflection stared back at her, pale and trembling. Tears welled up in her eyes as she whispered to herself, "I can't do this." And she didn't. Maya called in sick. She thought avoiding the presentation would bring relief, but it didn't. Instead, she felt a crushing sense of regret. For the first time, Maya realized just how much her fear was controlling her life. That evening, as she scrolled through her phone, she stumbled upon a video of a woman sharing her story of failure and success. The woman's words struck a chord. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the foundation of it. Every failure teaches you something you need to learn to move forward. Maya felt a flicker of hope, but also fear. Could she really face failure? Could she allow herself to try, even if it meant falling? The next day, Maya made a small but monumental decision. She would stop running from her fear. She wrote down a promise in her journal. "I will fail and learn." Her first step was small. She volunteered to organize a team meeting at work, something she had avoided in the past. It wasn't perfect. She stumbled over her words and forgot a key point, but she survived. And more importantly, no one judged her as harshly as she judged herself. Encouraged, Maya began pushing her boundaries. She signed up for a public speaking course, even though the thought of standing in front of strangers made her heart race. On the first day, she could barely introduce herself without stammering. But she kept going, week after week, learning not only how to speak, but also how to embrace imperfection. Then came the ultimate test. Maya was invited to speak at a company event, a room full of colleagues, clients, and executives. It was her worst fear come to life. But this time, instead of running, Maya prepared. She practiced, not for perfection, but to connect with her audience. When the day arrived, Maya stood on stage, her heart pounding. She began speaking, her voice shaky at first, but growing stronger with every word. She shared her journey, her struggles, her fears, and the lessons she had learned. When she finished, the room erupted in applause. But the real victory wasn't the applause. It was the freedom she felt. Maya had faced her fear and come out stronger on the other side. Maya didn't stop there. She went on to start her own business, a lifelong dream she had once deemed too risky. She failed many times along the way, launches that flopped, deals that fell through, but each failure taught her something new. And with each lesson, she grew stronger, more resilient, and more confident. Today, Maya is a thriving entrepreneur who also mentors others struggling with fear and self-doubt. Her story is a beacon of hope, proving that fear of failure doesn't have to define your life. The moral: Maya's journey teaches us a powerful truth. Failure is not a dead end, it's a stepping stone. Fear of failure often stems from the mistaken belief that our worth is tied to our success. But the reality is, failure is one of life's greatest teachers. Each time we fail, we learn something new about ourselves, our strengths, and our potential. So, don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Take the leap, even if it feels uncomfortable. Allow yourself to stumble, to make mistakes, and to grow. Each failure is a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. Remember, success isn't about never failing. It's about rising after every fall. Embrace the journey, imperfections and all. You have everything you need to succeed, not despite your failures, but because of them. Take Maya's story as a reminder. The only true failure is never trying. What will you do today to take that first step toward your dreams? And now, it's your turn. Think about the one thing you've been avoiding because of the fear of failure. Take a deep breath and take that first step today. Whether it's a small action or a bold leap, don't let fear hold you back any longer. If Maya's story inspired you, share this video with someone who might need a little push to face their fears. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that empower and motivate you to live your best life. Remember, every failure is just a stepping stone to success. So go out there and start building your path. You've got this.